Good evening, everyone. How we doing? Got a new little microphone set up today, so let me know if I'm sounding alright, if I'm sounding loud enough, if the music isn't too loud, all of that good stuff. How we doing? It's been 2 weeks that I haven't streamed for now. Since starting, I haven't actually taken a break from streaming yet, and it's been nice. I had 1 week off, and then 1 week I think I was just a little bit too busy to stream. But yeah, thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope you guys have had a nice 2 weeks. Yeah, let me know how you're... Oh, cool. I'm glad it's sounding all good. Yeah, let me know how your last 2 weeks been. Anyone done anything cool? I bought a small little dinghy boat, like a little inflatable one. I bought a houseplant today. That's about as fun as my life's getting right now. But yeah, I'm really excited to be jumping back in to do some more Magica Voxel. If you guys are new here, we're working on a little game here called Radio Silent. And that's what this stream's about. So I hope you guys have had a nice couple weeks, and we're going to be jumping in just a second. Do you stream on Twitch? No, I don't. I like to keep things all organized here on YouTube. I don't really feel like starting a whole new channel thing. I do sometimes stream personal games on Twitch, but nothing like too crazy, you know, just sometimes. Before I started streaming here, I was just streaming video games every once in a while. But yeah, if you are a fan of Hydroneer as well, we might be doing a Hydroneer stream sometime soon. I'm just kind of planning out the little details and stuff. Oh yeah, it defaults to Hydroneer. I put it as Hydroneer because we don't have a Radio Silent one yet. Yeah, no need to really get one of those sorted just yet. But yeah, I'm sure in the future I'll get a nice little YouTube Hydroneer, Radio Silent one. But yeah, for right now, it doesn't really matter. Especially, you know, I'm trying to get people who enjoy Hydroneer to enjoy this new game as well. So anyway, let's jump in. Good to see everyone here. Stocker, Ducky Man, I think you guys... Well, Ducky Man, I think you're in the last one. Stocker and Black TNT. Obviously, you guys are regulars here. So, yeah, let's jump into it. So, if you guys are new here, I'm working on a game called Radio Silent. It's a multiplayer open-world shooter set in an alternative universe, World War II. What we're making here is things out of voxels, and they're just these small cubes. In the world, each cube can kind of be broken, and that's why we're using this software called Magica Voxel to create them. All the software that I use for this as well is free, so Unreal Engine, the Voxel plugin, and Magica Voxel, they're all free programs. So if you want to try something similar out, or maybe even just make things along with us, those are the things to check out. I have just remembered that I forgot to check if there's any submissions this month. So let me just check. Basically, every single week, there isn't any, which is cool. Basically, every single week, I go through player submissions. So you guys on the Discord, you can submit your Magica Voxel assets. And if I like the look of any, then they'll be going into the game very soon. I've just actually had a meeting today with Farinaz, the owner of the Voxel plugin, and we were talking about what I'll need, some more features that I need to get set up before I can start working, actually placing things down in the world. What we're doing here is just creating the assets to be placed in the world, but later on we'll be throwing them in. But yeah, thanks for joining. If you guys do have any suggestions or questions or what have you, please remember to leave them in the chat. You know, I'm working here on Magica Voxel, but if you feel like you want to give me a suggestion about how I can make something better or look better, or maybe something's looking a little janky, then feel free to let me know in the comments. I've been reading them the entire time I'm streaming. So yeah, right, let's get started. And it's been 2 weeks off, so hopefully I've got all the buttons in my head still. This is what we were doing last time. Uh-oh, sound source is wrong mic. Oh, uh-oh. You sure about that? Nah, it should be fine. Ah. The camera wasn't. Yeah, okay, sorry. My camera audio was on. Was it like double playing the audio? That should have fixed it. Okay. Yeah, I must be thinking of another Ducky Man then if it's your first stream watching me. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We'll just blame Itchy for it, you know, the standard. Okay, so what I want to do here is get up pure reference, and I'm gonna lock this on top. Right, so what we want to do here is we're not making any specific type of tank, right? So we got all these different types here. We're just gonna make it just a general tank. Maybe like a medium tank, not like a heavy one, not like a light tank, just standard nice medium tank. So what we want to do first is figure out scale. So what's nice about this diagram is actually it's a scale model, so you can see that a person is this tall. Well, lucky for us, we've got a person right over here. So we're going to take this man and we're going to throw him over here. So we can kind of figure out if we're making a tank probably about the size of this Tiger 1. And we're going to just bop him over there and we're going to just start. Let me just make sure everything's all good. Okay. Cool. Cool. Sorry about that. Okay, right. So what I want to do is I just want to draw an outline, right? So I want to figure out how big should the outline be. This is actually a really, really useful little diagram to use. So we're going to be using that. And I'm actually going to do it exactly the same. Hold on, let me just skip this track. It's not my jam. Okay, so I think it should kind of be like this. And we can move it around if it's not looking right. So first off, yeah, I've already fucked it up. Okay, we can do it like that. Man, getting used to key bindings after not doing anything for like a couple, a couple weeks. I haven't really done anything in Magicka for a couple weeks, so just getting all this getting used to it all is just a little bit tough. But it's okay, we're getting there, No bother. So yeah, let's say we'll make something that's... What shape should we use? I quite like this rounded shape. Obviously, this one's like quite flat, and I imagine it's like quite like a triangular shape. So we're gonna go this one. So I think we'll make it that setting. There we go. Go123 says, can't wait for Hydrogen multiplayer. Neither can I. We're making some serious progress this week on that. I'll have a new devlog out for that on the 5th, like I always do. So if you are interested in checking out the Hydrogen multiplayer vlog, should be live on the 5th. And it's going to be a good one. I'm going to be talking about some of the new map areas of the game. Yeah, hopefully I'll get that. I want to stream some of the new map stuff. So you guys hear, like we do on this stream, I actually want to show you guys, like, hey, this is what I'm working on and how I create the world. So that's going to be really fun. More news about that to follow. I'll probably talk about it on Twitter. There's a link below in the description about what my Twitter is as well, if you haven't followed me on there already. Right, this is actually coming out pretty good. It feels like it's a very big tank, but that's okay. I think it's kind of meant to be quite big. Character customization, yeah. If you watch the last devlog, I talk about character customization. In Hydrogen 8, you can change your beard color, you can change your skin color, and your t-shirt color. So there's a little bit of customization, not massive amount, but enough to really like personalize it a little bit. Yeah, and then in Radio Silent, there'll be like a nice amount of customization as well. I'm going to be working on some kind of custom characters. Like it'll probably be a lot more customization in Radio Silent than there will be in Hydroneer. Yeah, that looks alright. Quite like this kind of idea here. Of like you have this little window here and then you have more tank in front of it. Kind of like, I guess like this one here. Okay, maybe we shouldn't do that much tank in front of it. We should do a bit of tanking. Just a little bit of tank. Just a little bit. And what we're also trying to go for here is something that's a little bit custom, you know, something that isn't super realistic. So then the game's actually got its own kind of character. You know, we've been doing that with the weapons in the game so far. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for. And yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think next we'll do some tank treads. I love how Duckyman's like, yeah, my favorite tank is the... Like, the German tank names are just like... Just silly. Just silly. I think that's a German tank. I have a feeling it is. Let's have a look, is it? I mean, how the fuck do you even say that? Panzer Kampfwagen. Mouse. Look at that! What the... Tiger 2. It's like, really? Really? You just... Is it so like when the enemy see the tank, they'll be like, look, it's a... And they'll struggle with the translation so much that everyone will just think they're drunk and not believe them. Genius, to be honest. I think that was a genius tactic by the Germans. And it was a legit tactic. That's actual history I'm talking. You know, we learn something new every day here. I'm going to do some tank tracks like this. I'm going to do them in a different color as well. Okay, so... Oh, what do you guys think about royalty-free music? Because I can't stand it, but I can't work in total silence. Or I think having a live stream in total silence would also kind of suck. But I genuinely have a passionate hate for royalty-free music, about how bad it is. Like fair play to the people who made royalty-free music, like that, you know, thank goodness for them, but like, it's so uninspiringly boring music. Okay, I think we got something. Yeah, it's the I mean, how do you even remember that? Did you just Google it and be like, yeah, this is my favorite tank, and just kind of guess? Also, guys, if you are enjoying the video, please, the live stream. If you are enjoying it, please give me a little like. It does help out. Yeah, there. Karaoke Tuesday, join Max's as she sings all the classics. Exactly, that's what we should do. Karaoke Tuesdays. Yeah, forget game development stream Tuesdays. It should all be about Karaoke Tuesdays instead. Hey, Canadian Farmer, thanks for joining us. The caterpillar seems a bit straight. No? Well, I guess this bit will be against the ground, so... I'm talking about, like, the tank treads? May I ask what tank you're making? I'm making my own tank. Because that's what you can do when you're a game developer, is just do whatever you want. I think scale-wise, it's pretty good for, like, a nice little medium tank. I think maybe we could trim off this a bit. Yeah. That tank looking kind of fire. Thanks, Ducky. Appreciate you. I think maybe this bit needs to be a bit longer though. I think maybe it needs to be like out here. Nice. Tenebrous Fist 1 says, I've always wanted to make a game. Should I start? Sure. Right. Oh, I've just thought of something that's going to be a big old no-no here. This tank is going to have to be an even amount wide. Because this barrel is 2, which means it has to be 2 by 2, which means, and since it's in the middle, it's going to have to be, okay. That might cause issues later on, we'll have to see. But I got some nice little diagrams here, because I want to figure out what the top of the tank's also going to look like as well. That's always, whenever I create a vehicle like this, I always kind of like to do it like that. Or we could just not do it like that. I think the best thing to do would be the top turret, and then we kind of go from there. So let's just grab the top section. Let's just grab this part, and then figure out what it looks like. Well, first off, as I said, we've got to make this big as heck, and then like this, yeah, and we'll just keep it like that. We'll keep it just like that, and then I want to also paint it so we're actually using the same kind of color that we're going to be. Okay, that's really hard to see. That's coming off awful on stream. Let's make it like this color for now, okay? But we'll change it later on. It's just so on stream it doesn't melt your eyeballs looking at it. Right, and then we're going to do that and start kind of building up these faces, so then we have a tank turret at the end of it. It's getting there. It's getting there. Megan's saying it's going to be an issue. I think being on an even grid is definitely going to be an issue, but I think we're just going to have to take it as we go and figure that one out later. I kind of want to bust that open. Yeah, okay. This is our tanky hole. And if you guys are new here, you won't know this, but I like to make everything as realistically as you can possibly do in a voxel world. So when it comes to stuff like just having a hollow barrel, we kind of want to try and do that. Obviously, we can't do it because of this bit here. Maybe we have to... Maybe we have to start again and redo it on a odd grid. Maybe. Okay, let's think about this. What would it look like if it was on an odd grid? That ain't too bad. Yep, okay, we're gonna redo it. We're gonna redo it. Sorry, gang. Sorry to waste all of your time. Yeah, that's gonna look way better when it's... And the final product's gonna look better, should I say. Yeah. Making an executive call. I hope you guys don't mind me making an executive call like that. Don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. You know when the heat just gets to you and you start going insane? Like you actually start thinking that like, hey, I might actually be insane. That's what I've been like all week. I've been having meetings all week, and every single meeting I've been in, I've just going insane. Okay. And we're going to be using tier 4 metal as well. So you can see here, let me explain for you guys that might be new. In the left side of the screen here, you can see all my materials. So let me just turn that down a little bit. And skip it. Okay, right. On the left side of the screen here, you can see all of my materials. And basically they're in kind of order of... they're in tiers here. They're in a group order of tiers. And each tier represents how strong that material is. So for instance, up here in the top, we've got things like fabric, we've got things like foliage, we've got things like plaster, and then moving down, we've got wood, brick, and more wood, and then metals. And then you'll notice though that these metals are the same color as these metals. And that's just because I like it like that. But these metals are harder, and for reinforced metal like tank, we need to be using these. So if you ever catch me accidentally clicking one of these, then please shout at me and call me an idiot and just make me cry on stream, because we don't want to be doing that. Because then when someone's playing a game, there'll be like this random weak patch like on the tank where you can just shoot straight through it, and that would suck. Hey, How To Gamer. Yeah, it sounds like you got a pretty common issue there, which is affected by a bad mod. Not moderator, as in like an actual game add-on. If you go to Discord, the moderation team will help you out. There's a little command in there which tells you everything about that issue. Ducky Man saying, I'm over here praying at night that Josh from Let's Game It Out doesn't break his game more. I tell you what, when a big YouTuber makes a video of your game, it's a very good thing, even if they are breaking it. And Josh does it in such a nice, respectful way that it doesn't, you know, he's not like, hey, this game's crap. He's like, hey, I found a way to break this game. And it's not like, it's in a very nice way. You know, some people will just say not nice things about the game, but he does it in a nice way, so we don't mind that. But yeah, when someone makes a video like that, it just blows up your sales. So yeah, can't really complain. It's quite nice, and I enjoy those videos as well. It's kind of fun just seeing someone mess around with a game like that. Okay, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing with this tank now. I feel like this thing needs to be a circle, right? So how big is that? 13. So if we take this out here, now that is the perfect circle. And you're going to make it kind of like a little darker color. So that's just going to be the circle where it turns on, and then I'm going to hollow it out after I'm done, probably, if I don't forget. Reese is saying, I found Hydroneer via Let's Game It Out, and Foulball Hangover is now their top followed studio. That's awesome. Great to hear it. Yeah, it's always nice when we get a bit of fans, you know? It's all good. What do these hatches look like? They're kind of split in half, aren't they? By the way, if you're wondering what this program is, it's called PureRef, and it's like a really cool little tool where you can just throw pictures on it and resize them. And I have like all my reference images for whatever things I make in Magicka. I use this thing for it. Quite like these little vents and stuff at the back. I just collected these images literally like 5 minutes before I go on stream. I always forget. Whenever I'm like, oh, I'm going to make a boat. Then like 5 minutes before stream, I go, oh crap, I haven't got any reference images. And it's not that entertaining looking up reference images on stream, let me tell you that much. So, yeah. I managed to almost get it done in time this stream. How to gamer, it's this. I'm going to type it in chat here. So go in Discord and type in this. That will fix up your issue. Have I seen the new vid? The new Let's Game It Out video? Yeah, I've seen that. It's good. It's good stuff. You know what? I don't like this vent break thing here anymore. I'm gonna take it like that. Okay, what are we doing now? We need to kind of like just fatten it out. Fatten her up. And they're also, I mean, look how kind of blocky they are. They're not very like interesting to look at, these. Like the tops, the turrets of the tanks, I think. Yeah, turrets. I just make this so it's not floating. Okay, cool. Right. What we could do is put a number on the back of it. No, because we don't want to put a number on the back of it because we would need to have like multiple tanks, right? And if they're all numbered like 413 or whatever, then that's going to look like crap in the game. So we're not going to number them. We could make a system in the game that they all have unique numbers in. Like just some like dynamic switch. But for now, we're just going to keep it kind of bare. So, yeah, how hot is it where you guys are? Because I am freaking boiling. Also, we like to play a little game on the streams here, where whoever comes from the smallest population country wins. So let me know, what country are you guys from, and who's got the smallest population? And I'm sure one of the moderators will, in the chat right now, will figure out which one's the smallest. I myself are from England. If you can't tell by the accent, I live in London. City of London, mate. I'm feeling really uninspired by these shapes. We're also going to be working in a way that no, okay, that's a really bad idea. We're also going to be working in like a mirrored fashion now, so I'm just going to mirror all the work that I do on one side to the other. What do we got here? Oklahoma. Born in California. Nice, not bad, not bad. Fatal has got a good one though, because he's from Belgium, so he usually wins. I don't know if he's in the chat right now. Yeah, he was talking a while ago, so maybe he's still here. But Fatal here, one of the mods and community helpers, he yeah, he's from Belgium, which is a tiny country. It's kind of like France, kind of like Germany, kind of like Denmark. I don't know. I've been like a couple times. Is there still hydrogen to improve performance? No Name HD, you want to check out, we actually made a mode called Potato Mode. If you use the command in Discord potato, then it'll come up with how to kind of jump on that. But yeah, we basically wanted to see like if we could strip all the graphics settings out and stuff, and like how fast we could get the game. We got it pretty fast. There's a good improvement there. It only really works though if you have a bad GPU and an okay CPU. It depends where your bottleneck is. But yeah, 2.0 is just going to have such crazy improvements that we won't have to worry too much about lagginess in the new update. It really, really is impressive. I am so uninspired of how to make this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time, but I think what we'll do is we'll make it so it's like... If you guys know what that means. I think it just needs to be ramped. See how this thing right here is just ramped? I noticed they're all just kind of like a ramp. So maybe we just need to kind of figure out what the angle needs to be. Ooh, and I think that kind of makes sense. 3, 3, 2. Yeah. That makes the most amount of sense. And then we can kind of cheat it a little. Oh yeah, that's going to look good. You got to trust me on this one, gang. There. Now I don't even trust myself. Just gotta believe in myself. Nope, he's fucked it. He's fucked it. Broken it. Yeah, it's gonna work. Megan says they're from Boys. Boys. Bows? Is that Bows or Boys? Idaho. What's Idaho famous for? I know it's a state in America, but I've never heard of it. Like, I've never heard anything noteworthy from there, you know? So what's Idaho known for? Trust the process. Yeah, that is 100% it. You just got to trust the process every time. And hopefully it comes out all right. Mainly this part that's throwing me off, I think. I think the back's going to be quite easy to do, but it's more the front end. I might even completely scrap this as well. That's the kind of thing with game development is you never know, where you could just be putting hundreds of hours of work into something and then eventually just scrap that one thing that you've been spending ages on. I feel like this tank turret might be that. It also sucks starting off a stream with something that doesn't look good. You kind of always want to like start the stream being like, hey, like we made this cool thing, so trust that this is gonna look better when we're done. Especially with the lack of any sort of color in here as well. It's kind of pretty uninspiring to watch. I keep saying that word, uninspiring. Maybe that's just the mood for today. Ah, fuck. Boise. Potatoes. Okay, so Idaho is known for potatoes. Cool. Cool. Is that export potatoes or is it just eating lots of potatoes? Hey, Cooper Kit, how we doing? I'm doing great, mate. I'm boiling. It is a million degrees in my room right now. But that's showbiz, baby. You know. Yeah. How are you doing? Quite like that. This turret's starting to get there. Yeah, I think that's actually starting to get there. Got a fan. I don't have a fan. I have a massive window that's open right now. I can show you guys if you want. That window. Okay, hold on. You can't see it because my freaking camera's not on the... Hold on. Technical issues. That's Mr. Bones in the corner, and that's my blanket holding the window open. But yeah, that's basically it. It's a massive window that's like the size of me, and I'm 7'4", so that's a pretty big window. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Yeah, the boat looks really cool. So it's been 2 weeks since I do these weekly streams, which basically just means that the last 2 weeks have been a bit crap. But yeah, so I made these couple boats in the last streams. In fact, I don't even think I made this boat on stream. I think I was making it as a practice. But yeah, it's really cool. It's even got its own like little engine room. If we lift this up, you can see it's got its own like engine inside it. And in fact, it's even got its own like woodwork and stuff inside the boat. With this little thing, which is, I think the power goes through that. No, power comes out here, and then it's that little ruddery thing there. And yeah, the boat's pretty cool. This is like a little bit of fish storage in the back of it. It's like kind of moldy. And we come through here, and this is like the captain's room. So we got like a map on the table and its controls and all sorts. And then you got all the bunk beds and stuff, and a bit of kitchen area and a seating area for the crew, and a bedroom. And then there's also there's a bucket with some poop in it, and a fork for if you need to fork out some poo. And then you also got like all the electronics and stuff in here, and the little motor in the little prop in the back. But yes, I did that across, I think it was 2 streams I did that across. It was maybe like 4 or 5 hours of work. But obviously I'm not, like when I'm off stream, I'm working a lot quicker, just because I don't have to think about talking. But it's a lot quieter, and it's not, you know, I like to do these streams while I work. It's quite fun. I'm really excited for the future when we can actually start working on the map. Right now we can't work on anything in the world because we're waiting on like a little feature to be added to the plugin that we use. But as soon as that's in, we can basically start working on the actual world in the game and start putting all these objects that we've made over the last few months, just like putting them into the world. I was working on it before. That's why if you watch some of the earlier streams, there was the world in there, but we're going to basically restart, which is like the 5th time I've restarted this world in the game, which is so annoying, but like it's all right. We got some cool updates coming, and I'm going to be doing things in a much smarter way than I was doing them before. That's kind of why we got to restart, because I was being lazy and I wasn't being smart. I think this thing's coming on really nice. Now, I think this little track is kind of cool as well. Yeah, that's really good. I'm really happy with that. That is really cool. We'll put in some color into it as well, just to kind of break it up a little bit. I'm happy about it. It's not spherical. It's kind of like it's got its weird parts to it. Yeah. Every time I take a drink of water, the water just drips on me because it's like condensation. Is the map going to be polygonal? What do you mean by that? Do you mean like made out of... do you mean made out of voxels? Like this stuff? Because yeah, it is. We're using some really, really cool technology. Same technology that's used on Hydroneer, just like way more advanced. The current version of Hydroneer uses like an outdated system. Like the poly bridge map? In the shape of a polygon. I don't know what you mean by that. Like, what's a polygon? It's just like a four-sided shape, isn't it? I don't know. I didn't do maths good. Was the map made out of triangles? Everything in video games is made out of triangles. I guess? I don't know. I'm not really sure what you mean. Is it going to be made out of voxels, which are like these? Then yeah. If you check out like one of the earlier streams, you'll definitely like get an idea of what the map is kind of going to look like. But we got a few more graphical kind of changes I want to throw in there to make things look even nicer than they already do. I'm not massively happy with what they look like right now, basically. Alright, this turret is getting there. These tanks are really hard to make. I think someone actually submitted a tank before. We'll take a look at it later on. I think it was Stocker. It might not. It might have been Flame Wars. Someone submitted a tank. Okay, cool. Right, so we got that so far. So now what we want to do is we're just going to mirror it. Mirror it. Words. And then we're going to see what we've kind of got from there. If it looks good, or if we're going to be starting again. So let's take that, and let's flip. Oh. Wow, that looks dumb. Look how dumb that looks. That looks so bad. Look at it. Look how freaking not circular that is. What the hell? How did I fuck that up so bad? Oh, that looks so bad. Oh, that looks awful. Look. Yeah, it's a voxel map, so everything's destructible. That sucks. No, I don't need this false positive attitude from you guys. This sucks. Sucks so bad. Okay. I'm not crying inside a little. I'm dying inside right now. Okay, so I think we can fix it. First up, this thing just needs to be moved forwards. Okay, and then... Oh, this looks so bad. Right, and then this bit, this section here needs to be removed. And then this one needs to be going a bit closer. Okay, and now it looks even worse. What the hell, man? You know what I'm gonna do? Fuck it. We're starting again. this time we're going to be doing it brainier, okay? I want more brains in on this. If you guys can lend me some brain power, that would be freaking awesome. So some of the main things we figured out was the tank turret didn't look good with this bit. So we can remove that. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to be creating the frame instead of doing that kind of lazy bullcrap that I was doing before. All right, so now we know that, right? It's not wasted time because we learned something. Right. So what we can do as well is get this bit right here and create that. Oh, no, no. Okay. Just gonna tap it in. Just gonna tap it. Give it a little tap. Give it a little tap. Have you guys seen that? What's it called? The Happy Gilmore. Just tap it in. Ooh. No. I don't care, Megan. We're not saving it. We're not smoshing the top part either, Ducky man. We're going again. Okay, so the problem is, right, is like, okay, sorry, hold on, someone's messaging me. Cool. Right, so with things like this, let's take these and let's just. So there's things in here, like this line here, kind of coming around like this. This line, this line, this line. They're all lines, right? I mean, that's pretty more angular, but still, everything is comprised of these lines. And I think what I need to do is to actually make these lines out of voxels, and then make the faces of these lines, right? That's what I'm going to be focusing on now, is like, where are these lines at, and how can we, where are these lines at on this particular turret as well? Because this turret isn't anything like this turret. It's going to look way more like freaking this tiger. So I'm going to make these lines out of red. Okay, so I see one line that's going to come from here. It's going to be like, yeah, so that's going to dictate how narrow the end is. Then we can bridge these two together, right? This is because this is all it's about. It's about bridging them. And then the pain. How is something so simple as this so freaking hard? Okay, then I want to have another one quite close. And this one's going to be like even steeper. Perfect. Okay, now we got it. Now we got it. And we can even start to do some of these lines as well. Some of the horizontal ones. This might just look like you know that that meme where the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is like, he's got like that board behind him and he's like, I feel like this is exactly that situation right here. I'm just like completely chatting up absolute nonsense. How many likes we on? 27. Can we get to 50? 50 is always that nice little golden number of, yeah, I feel like I've done an okay stream today. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, please remember to give the stream a little like. It really helps out on helping other people discover this stream and making me feel okay. Point of rotation, maybe move it back? Maybe move this guy forward? 33 likes, awesome. We got a few more. We like it. Good, good, good. And go like some other people's videos, you know? If you're enjoying anyone else's. It's hard to make videos. Okay, we're getting there now. I feel like this is also giving me like flashbacks to when I was in university and we would have to like make tanks for assignments. Like you'd have an assignment to be like, hey, model this tank. And I always kind of hated modeling. But obviously that was not in a voxel kind of sense. Modeling voxels is way more fun. I feel like we're really starting to get there. We've got this nice kind of like rounded shape, I think. Now we just got to tie it together without fucking it up. I wish I had like Twitter, like you can get on Twitch polls. It'd be really nice to do like a Twitch poll of like, does Max fuck it up? And then you guys can vote using channel points or whatever like Twitch has got. God damn it, YouTube. Come on, get your shit together. Get some cool stuff like that. Okay, now I feel like this, if it's going to be mirrored, is going to look really good. So maybe I think we should mirror it right now, just so I can kind of give myself, just give myself something, you know, just give myself something to keep me going on. Yeah, that's way more like it. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're onto something. What is your degree in? I have a degree in video game development, believe it or not. It is probably a very useless degree to have because I didn't learn anything useful. Everything that I know about video games and video game design is all just stuff that I've learned on the internet. I did a lot, like I basically spent all my time at university because the lecturers were so bad at teaching. I would just learn stuff myself, and obviously I was very much into like trying to learn every avenue of game development because I wanted to kind of like be like this solo developer for a while. So I taught myself like a lot. I spent a lot of hours just learning, and it was worth it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure every single stream now I just rant about how much I hate my degree. It's probably just a thing now, you know. It's just like I haven't done a proper stream if I haven't ranted about how much I hate my degree. Quite like how flat that is because I could strap something to the side like a shovel or whatever. What was your biggest learning curve with Hydroneer? That's a great question. Thank you for the question. Biggest learning curve. I'm not really sure. I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea. Someone asked me this something similar on the stream a few days ago, and I had like a few weeks ago, and I had like a really good answer, and now I can't remember it. So just pretend I said something really like impressive and thought provoking, and if I remember it, I'll let you know. Computer engineering major, and you've been teaching yourself a lot this past year. It's been rough. Yeah, I mean, that sounds rough. Computer engineering. I wouldn't want to be doing that myself. Yeah, I kind of like how my job now is also quite like I do the opposite of engineering. Really, I just kind of do like more of the front end programming. And then Snaps is doing all the multiplayer programming, so it's kind of like all down to him, which is nice because it means that I don't have to do any of that, and it's stuff that I really don't enjoy, is like any of that kind of not engineering because obviously it's just multiplayer programming, and also but the other engineering stuff that he does, like we're bringing in loads and loads of optimizations to Hydroneer, like insane optimizations. And he's been doing all of that, like really like getting in there and fixing some of those engine issues. God, this tank is actually proving to be one of the hardest things I've modeled, and it's literally just so simple. It's such a pain. I don't know why I'm struggling. Maybe it's because I haven't done anything in a while. Might even just stop this bit for a while and move on to something else. I feel like I need to, you know. Sorry, gang, but I feel like I need to move on to modeling something else on this tank. Although this is such a great place to start. Hey, thanks, Ducky Man. I'm glad you appreciate that answer. I hope it was very thought provoking. Yeah, I need to get this turret done. Okay, come on, Max. Snap out of it. Let's get this turret done, and then we can move on to the easier bit. It's just right now, it's just so difficult because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm messing this up so much. I don't want to start again, but I might have to start again. Or at least chop off a bit of these bits. I think maybe keeping the overall oval size. You know what it is that I don't like about it? It's this bit right here. This back bit is going to look absolutely fine because it's just going to be like this nice little see, like this is just going to be this nice little rampy bit here, and it's going to look great. But then the rest of it, not so much. This just needs like some sort of like ball bearing parts. Like I think if you look at what tank is it? Maybe this one is kind of like this. Look how it kind of like has that plate that kind of moves up and down like that. I think that's what it kind of needs. Maybe we need to just look at this reference instead while making it. Just get drunk and do a 24-hour stream. Dab emoji, yeah. Right, we will do a 24-hour stream, but we'll do it when the world is ready. And I don't mean that like in like a metaphorical sense. I mean that like when the voxel world is ready and we can actually do that bit of when we can actually go in and do the level design for the game. Because, as I mentioned before, we can't do that right now. Yeah, we'll do a 24-hour stream. I know. I know you've been asking for it, and I really want to do it. Maybe we'll do like a charity sponsored one as well. Give some money to charity. That'd be fun. So then at least me dying over game development would be worth it to someone. Right, now I'm thinking, do we just go in and redo this, or do we now just take a break and say, look, we got the shape right, let's figure out the details later on? It still looks like shit. It still looks like shit. Why are tank turrets so hard to do? Okay, right, I'm done. I'm done. We're taking another avenue. It looks so bad. It genuinely looks so bad. It needs to go in. It needs to go in the naughty corner. Right, hold on. I'm putting it in a box, so I don't have to look at it. Oh, no. Putting it in a big old box. Right. There we go. Okay, now I don't have to look at it anymore. We'll keep it in there. Yeah, we're starting with the hole. Thanks, PDR. We're going to do that. It needs to be flat. It just needs to be better. Like, look how good this little sketchy outline is. We were off to such a great start. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go front to back, and then we're gonna do turret. I think that's just the best way to do it. So let's maybe start with tank tracks this time. Let's definitely do that. Okay. I still don't have a color for tank tracks. We really need to actually create a color, but for now we're just going to use this black. And how thick are these ones over here on this half track? They're 2. So I think maybe we'll go 4. Okay, so I want to have one driving wheel here. I'm pretty sure like that's where the wheel actually has its power from, and then everything else kind of like just guides it. So we're going to go one big one at there. I'm going to use this crappier metal as well. So we got 5. Cool. Then what I want to do is kind of just like cut bits out to make it look like it's that kind of thing. What am I done? I want to do that because that bit's floating there. Nah, it's not going to work. Start with that. Yeah, I think that could work well. And then how many blocks are we in? We're in... Also, will this even fit? No, it won't fit. Won't fit. Won't even fit. Oh, the stress today. The stress, guys. Hey, Seth. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for continuing to support us as a YouTube member. And a Patreon as well, I think you might be. Alright, gang. I'm going to go to the bathroom quick. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. I'm back. I don't know about you guys, but this last hour has been such a struggle. I hope it hasn't been a struggle to watch, because I am having issue after issue after issue here, and I'm really sorry. Doing my best. Yeah, hopefully now we've hit that 1 hour mark, we can push out some good content. So yeah, have faith. Believe in me. Okay, so we want to make it so we've got some holes in here so it looks good, but also we don't want to have anything floating, right? So if we have it like this bit, these 4 cubes right here are technically floating. Well, in fact, everything would be floating because nothing's touching each other on the sides. They're just touching each other on the corners. And when things touch each other on the corners, they don't actually technically touch each other. So the voxel engine just goes nah and throws them out. So what we want to do here is figure out a way to connect everything up, but also make it look good. What have I done for these over here? Okay, that was actually quite smart that I did over there. I think I just used... There isn't really any other way to do it than this. Okay, I got an idea. What if we 3Dify? 3Dify, that's not a word. That's good. Quite like that. So, let me check that in the wheel. Yeah, I think that's going to look good. And then we'll just chuck another one at the end. Over here. We can always come in and remove these if we don't like them later on. Yeah, I think that's going to look good. Right, and now let's make some little mini wheels to go in there. I think they can just be like 3x3. Like this. So just like a smaller version of that. And I like how it's kind of like a different color inside, so maybe we'll make it so these parts are... Yeah, we'll do that. And that means I need to take all this out. Oh yeah, that looks tons better. Okay, yeah, you know what? You know what I said earlier when I was like, yeah, I hope this next bit of the stream is going to be better? We're on a roll. 100%. We are doing better. We're trusting the process and we're getting there. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Yeah, what have you guys been up to today? Anything cool? What is it, a Tuesday? Nothing ever happens on a Tuesday, except from streams. And I stream here every single Tuesday. What a plug. Right. What is Ducky saying? I would like to see some more power fuel sources, still using water for hydrogen, such as coal, which is used for the coal burner. Yeah, so the thing is, right, it's like Hydroneer it's called Hydroneer, right? So it's like more focused on hydro-powered stuff. We've got some pretty good plans coming for the future of the game, which kind of include like looking at introducing more machines. We haven't completely decided on one of these big things, which I'd like to mention today, but I can't. But yeah, we've got some cool stuff coming, basically. That's all I can really say about that. One more cog. Oh, look at that. Fits perfectly. And then we'll have like the body of the tank that kind of comes in here. Nah, we'll need to have this as... We'll have the tank tracks as 3. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. You can even animate these later on as well. I think that might be quite cool. And another island, yeah, that'd be quite cool. Yeah, we're going to be making some big map changes, and I want to do all those on the stream as well. So make sure you're subscribed, because we're going to be doing some really cool Hydroneer map stuff later on in another stream. Okay, so how does the body of a tank look? It's kind of just round, and then flat, and then angled upwards. So let's kind of... Let's map that out right now. Quite a lot of these diagrams, you can kind of see where the body goes down to. So it's kind of like there, I'd say. Oh, am I going to sneeze? No. Ugh. I hate that. I hate that so much. Now I feel like I need to sneeze. Maybe make a Panzerfaust or a Panzerschreck to hang on the wall in the barracks or office or something like that. Yeah, yeah, there will be like things like that. The weapons in this game, they're all completely like fictional. We're like creating our own weapons, but they'll kind of be based off of real life ones a bit. Oh. Okay, so right now this is the front of the tank. So the front is kind of gonna... What was that nice image that I like? This one. I like how you can kind of see what's going on there. So you kind of come up like this, and like this. The tank track is in front of it though, so I guess it's more like that. Yeah, that's perfect. And then this is actually the and this is actually the main body of the tank too. How did that happen? Okay. Max struggles to drink water. The stream. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll have it so... So we could have it so like the tank has this exposed track. Nah, it's not exposed, is it? Okay. Is this all my tank photos? Yeah, it is. So I like the idea about actually having like tank treads that kind of not treads, sorry, metal that sits on the tank. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. So that's like this tank kind of metal that kind of comes up here. And then we can put all these fun bits on the side after. So let's make it like super blocky here and just follow these blocky outlines. And then we can start strapping things on the sides. I really like the look of like having like logs on the side. Because here you've just got like random pole things. And a jerry can and what looks like to be a shovel or a rocket propelled grenade launcher. Probably not a rocket propelled grenade launcher. And then you've got just random tat on the side. Yeah, War Thunder's got some really good like 3D model viewers. I really like their like you can just kind of go in there and look at some. I personally haven't done that yet for any of these, but I feel like if I ever needed to look at some of those, that would be a nice little resource to use. Really, take some inspiration from it. Okay, that's looking good so far. Yeah, the beauty of this is the fact that we're not making realistic tanks here. You know, that gives me so much more freedom to do whatever I want to do. The fact that I'm not actually trying to replicate an exact tank in the world. I feel like it would kind of just be a bit boring at that point, really, wouldn't it? You know, wouldn't be able to actually have any, like, make my own lore, make my own characters and stuff up. Sticking to history is just not really my job. I like games that stick to history, don't get me wrong, but like, yeah, I prefer to have it like this where I can kind of make whatever I want to make. Okay, so that's really getting there. Now maybe we can think about width. We think about this distance here, and then we can put the other tank track on. Cool. So I think we need to kind of make this angle here in a different color. So it's fine that this carries on here like this, because it looks like this plate here is kind of separate to the rest of the tank. So and now how wide should the tank be is the other question. Maybe a bit wider than that. I've got to make sure it's odd as well. Hey, Snaps, how we doing? So that's 17. So if we just take these, and then we're gonna have to mirror it as well. So I'll flip that and give it a little flip, and then we can snap that on there. Kind of figure out if it's too. I think that's too narrow. I think it needs to be a bit wider. We can only move it in an odd number though, because the middle has got to be odd, because obviously our barrel is 1. What are we thinking about that one, chat? Is this too wide? Or is it right? I think it's a little bit too wide. Let's go. Let's go like that. I think that's spot on. What do you guys think though? Let me know in the chat. How many fellas going to be inside the tank? Asks Blue Shoe, and that's a great question. I have no idea. Maybe like a 3-man tank? We're just kind of making the first tank here, you know. There's going to be quite a few tanks that I make, so won't have to worry about it too much. about how many people are in there or whatever. Hmm. I think it's wide. I think it's actually too wide, to be honest. I'm gonna take 2 off of it. I think that looks too narrow now to me. Okay, we're just gonna do it like this for now, and then if I hate it later on, then we can change it, which is fine. Which is okay. So I kind of want to have this little thing here where you got like a little turret on one side and a little peaky hole on the other. That was kind of what I was going for over there. So far so good though. I mean, aside from the turret that we don't talk about. The tracks are looking thin. Maybe. Maybe this will just turn out to be a small tank. I don't know. It's the first tank that I've made, so we're gonna be gentle on it, you know. Yeah, it's the first one I've made, so it's not going to be perfect. And we might not even use it, but it's going to be a nice little test to see how far I can get, and then maybe make another one. Well, probably will make another one. I imagine next week's stream will probably be the same. Trying to just battle these tanks and get them to look good. I got the tracks good, you know. It's like one of the main things is the tracks. Then you got the body, then you got the turret, right? That's like, and then obviously the interior as well. But if we can just kind of nail one thing each stream, then I feel like at the end of it we can make a pretty good tank. Yeah, scout tank. There you go, built for speed. Exactly. Alright, so we've got this kind of up thing right here. Kind of goes up. And that's where you have that small turret that pops out there, and then this little hole here. Put in something like that. Oh, we're getting... Okay, it's not looking too bad. No, it's looking awful. It's looking awful. Oh, my head. This is something that I really need to practice off stream because it's just not coming out nice at all. Oh, what a awful stream this has been so far. I'm really sorry to anyone who's been in here trying to put up with this. It's just... It's so annoying. Ducky Man is coming in with some solid advice about trusting the process, and that is like 100% it when you come to video game art. It's all about trusting the process, and that is such a very, very good lesson. But at the same time, sometimes it's just not your day, you know? I mean, just look at this thing. Like, look how awesome some of these vehicles are. Like this plane that I made, these vehicles, these like all these trucks and stuff, they look awesome. This half tracks looks pretty baller. And then it just comes to just shit like this, and you just like, it's just disappointing to make something that looks so bad. Guys, I think I might have to call it there for tonight. And I think I'm gonna have to just come at it next week. I'm gonna do way more work on tanks and make something that's actually worth your time, because it just feels like I'm just wasting everyone's time now. I'm not giving you guys you know, I'm not showing you the best work that I can do. So I'm gonna call it there for tonight. If you guys have got any questions at all about anything Hydroneer related, game developer related, or Radio Silent related, then put them in the chat, and I'll be answering them in the next 5-10 minutes. You come for the sneezes, nice. Yeah, I think I just need more practice on tanks. You know, it's the first time I've done tanks, and like, you know, the plane was hard when I first did that plane, and these vehicles were hard when I first did those, but then the more I did, the better I got. Obviously these are all pretty much the same duplicates, but you get what I mean. So yeah, I think tanks are just something that I've got to battle off stream and then come at it next time I'm streaming, after having a bit of practice. So yeah, if you guys do have any questions, then get them in the chat now, and I will answer them before we go offline. But thanks so much for joining, everyone. Thanks for putting up with this. You know, it's I can't imagine it's been the most enticing stream ever, but I promise you next week we're going to be coming back stronger and faster and harder than ever, and hopefully it won't be as hot in here, and hopefully it won't be as kind of ill as I'm feeling right now. But yeah, but yeah, I appreciate you guys coming anyway. It really does mean a lot. Where should I start when making my game? It's going to be a survival. If you're new to game development, probably just look at a tutorial. It's probably the best way to go about it. Yeah, look up a little tutorial of how to make a game in that particular genre. These wheels came out pretty nice though. I was quite happy with them. These mini ones are not too bad as well. It's just the turret sucked and everything just sucks. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, that's it for me today. Next Radio Silent vlog is out on the 20th, which is Sunday. So Sunday, keep your eyes peeled on this YouTube channel. We got a Radio Silent dev vlog coming out. The topic of that is, I can't even remember. Oh my god. I recorded it like 2 weeks ago, so my brain's kind of fried. But thanks so much for joining, everyone. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I will see all of you guys in the next stream next Tuesday, where we're going to be smashing out these tanks even better than how we're doing them this time. So thanks for joining, everyone. See you next time.